Hello S1. In this lesson we're going to look at the colour wheel in more detail. You'll have questions to answer, so you'll need a piece of paper and a pencil. The first set of colours we're going to look at are the primary colours, and these are red, yellow and blue. They cannot be made or mixed from any other colour, but all other colours can be made from them. Here we have an example of two artists using primary colours. In this painting here, he has used very small blocks of bright, pure primary colours. They are flat colours and they stand out boldly against the white and the black grid lines. In this painting by Van Gogh, again, he has used mainly primary colours. We can see the blue in the sky and the sea, the yellow of the sand and the red in the boats. The fact that that's the main three colours in this painting make it quite eye-catching and striking to look at. We have three secondary colours, and these are orange, purple and green. You make a secondary colour by mixing equal amounts of two primary colours, and each secondary colour sits halfway between the two primary colours it is mixed from. This painting here uses primary and secondary colours. If you look closely, you should be able to see where the artist has used green and orange, and these are both secondary colours that contain yellow, which we see in the tiger in the middle of the painting. These colours go well together, and the shapes are very similar. The shapes used in the tiger are very similar to the shapes used in the green and orange areas of the painting, and this suggests that the tiger is quite at home in his surroundings. Pause the video here and complete the following questions. Tell me what secondary colour is made by mixing the two primary colours together. If you've coloured pencils or pens, you could colour in the shapes. If not, just write down the name of the colour. A tertiary colour is made up by mixing three colours together, a primary colour and a secondary colour. And there are 6 of them in total, and they sit between the primary and secondary colour they are mixed from. This painting here is based on tertiary colours. So instead of mixing the colour in a paint palette, what the artist would do would apply small dabs of red, orange, blue, green or red, purple on the canvas very close to each other, and from a distance our eyes mix the colours together to create the image we see here. The colour wheel can also be divided into warm and cool colours. Warm colours remind us of things associated with heat. So pause the video here and write down 3 things you associate with heat. For instance, the sun. Then write down 3 things that you associate with the cold, the absence of heat. For instance, ice. This artist has used different temperatures of colour in his work. You can see a combination of warm colours and cool colours. It's painted in the south of France and it uses warm colours such as reds, yellows and oranges, as you can see here in the buildings, and they are balanced out by the cool blue of the water and the green shutters in the windows of the buildings. So I want you to pause the video here and thinking about how these colours, these temperatures of colours have been used in this painting. I want you to think about how the choice of colours make you feel. Write down how you would feel if you were here, what you would see and what you would hear. Another fact about warm and cold colours: warm colours in a painting are said to advance towards you as if they are jumping out of the painting, whereas cold colours are said to recede into the background, meaning that they move away from you. In this painting here of the Houses of Parliament, warm and cold colours have been used in this way. The warm colours of the sun advance towards you and contrast against the cool blues which disappear into the background. Thinking again about the temperature of these colours, I want you to pause the video and write down what you think, what the choice of colours suggest in this painting. What time of day do you think it's been set up? What was the weather like? What time of year is it? Harmonious colours are colours that sit beside each other on the colour wheel. and they are said to work well together and create an image which is pleasing. So could you please pause the video here and write down 3 harmonious colours. Here is an example of an artwork using harmonious colours. The artist has used mainly blue and green to create a very calm atmosphere in this drawing. Complementary colours are colours that sit opposite each other on the colour wheel. They're sometimes often called opposite colours or contrasting colours. So don't be confused, as they all mean the same thing. When complementary colours are placed next to each other, the colours are said to appear more vivid and brighter. Red and green sit opposite each other on the colour wheel. Can you pause the video and write down 2 more sets of complementary colours? Here is an example of an artist using complementary colours. In Van Gogh's self-portrait, he has used a very vivid blue for his shirt and in the background, and this contrasts with the orange of his hair and his beard. The blue and the orange appear very bright and very intense beside each other. Often when an artist uses colour in a painting, they are trying to communicate an emotion, mood, or atmosphere. They could be trying to make a viewer feel a certain way, or they are trying to communicate their own feelings. There are 3 paintings here, painted in very different colour schemes. This one here is a mixture of yellows and oranges. This one here, we have a mixture of very cold blues, whereas this one here is quite dark, but we have this vivid red running through the middle. Pause the video and write down what mood or emotion or atmosphere is created by colour in these paintings. Well done, S1. Photograph and upload your answers to Satchel 1 for your teacher to mark.